At times, you feel depressed. Life appears to be a living nightmare to you, and you decide things could be different. Someone's little thought drives you to tears. You start regretting having done certain things wrong, but then you understand that you can't undo the past and you will have to accept it. No matter how horrible life appears to you, it is ultimately yours alone. You have witnessed and experienced numerous heartbreaks. You have developed the impression that no one is honest here, that everyone fakes and lies. There is no such thing as love. You have begun to believe that love does not exist. No one can love the other, and it is a fictitious concept. But then you meet someone, and all your intelligence is disgusted. You know that person might hurt you, but you decide to give it a shot. Because a part of your heart still believes in fairy tales. You know this could harm you, but your emotions are beyond your control. I was content to be alone and didn't want anyone. But she appeared out of nowhere and I could not stop her from penetrating my life, thoughts, and heart at the same time. I have had a huge crush on her since the first time I met her. She was like the girl I fantasized about. Actually, she was the girl I fantasized about. She is a walking museum of art. She is literally good at everything from being attractive to having a kind heart, from studies to games, from being a great dancer to being so humble and so cute that everyone adores her. She is incredible. I have always wanted to speak with her, but why would a girl of her caliber talk to me? She did, however. I was perplexed as well when I received a follow request from her. I'm sure she has a lot of requests pending, but instead of accepting them, she sent one to me. Why would she send me a follow request when I know how many people have a crush on her and they all look cooler than me? I accepted the request, followed her back, and liked one of her most recent posts. A few minutes later, I received a hi message from her. Okay, this was completely surprising to me. I was ecstatic now and my mind had gone blank. I began to think how I should respond. At first, I assumed she mistook me for someone else. I was able to clear up my doubt, and it turned out that she was well aware of who she sent the message to. After a few minutes of chit chat, she extended a hand of friendship. I was all popped up with joy. It all began to feel like a dream to me. I assumed it was a dream. I wanted to check it out, but I also wanted to remain it a bit longer, even if it just was a reverie. I didn't want this to come to an end. Talking to her had been a dream, but now it was a reality. We began to converse and have been messaging one another for the past hour. She was talking to me with love, and her way of talking made me feel loved. She asked as to why I don't speak much, and she even questioned as to why I had never spoken to her. What should I have responded in reply to this? I said I'm like this only. She then began to reveal her secrets, and I was taken aback as to why and how she had gained such a faith in me. We started to gossip about our friends' crushes. Then we got to talking about our own crushes. She asked as to whether I had a crush on somebody. As I listened to her questioning, I grew a little nervous and stiff, and I began to wonder if someone had told her this. But then I realized I had not told anyone about it. No, why? I wrote hesitantly. You are lying. Boys have crushes on girls, and I'm sure you do too, she added. No, I don't have one, but I will ask you the same question. Do you have a crush or a special friend? You know what I mean, right? This text from her crushed my heart. When the person you like falls in love with someone else, it hurts. I began to feel poor for texting her. Sometimes things look good only from a distance. If I had a partner and if she happens to be busy, then in her absence, I would have chosen to read the old conversation instead of chatting and flirting with someone else. I have learned to mask my genuine affection over the years, and it has added and spared me from embarrassment in a variety of scenarios. I was pleased with myself for responding to her text in a normal manner without displaying any sign of desperation. It's sometimes preferable to use your intellect and bury your emotions somewhere deep. I was puzzled as to why she texted me despite the fact that she is committed. Okay, but does not he get jealous when he sees you chatting to someone else? He does, but he's quite busy these days, so I get time to speak to other people and grow my connections. I didn't say anything, just typed a bye with a heavy heart and said we will talk later and went offline. Sometimes you talk to people with love and in return, they also talk with love. But just talking with love is not the same as love.